they show for a contraband. Dancing like I'm trying to see the homeland. Pentecost first fruits to the big man. Nobody party like an Israelite. Fist in the air like it's time to fight. Know the kingdom trying to party with the Jew dice. Bop, 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 on my Benjamites. We ruling like Wakanda in the king time. Meanwhile, he told us work and party in the meantime. All the little feasts probably start around your bedtime. Dancing in the field like a band when it's halftime. You ain't got no wine, here, have mine. Don't talk about your sorrow, this a bad time. Look, I'm just trying to tell you that it's high time for us to battle to this beat like it's drumline. Wake up, moon outside, it's a party. Pop up, dedication, it's a party. It can't nut destruction, it's a party. Too live, too lit, move with the body. Wake up, moon outside, it's a party. Pop up, dedication, it's a party. It can't nut destruction, it's a party. Too live, too lit, move with the body.
Dance floor time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, wine, I'm a party. If you're not turn up, then you are granddaddy. We living in the truth. We full up of the style and we dripping with the juice. And me where the most I choose. Make me happy so me dance and sweat till me slipping in me boots. Yeah, party and in a party we have fun. And a dance where we a dance till we see the sun. Party where we a party and have fun. And we not gonna let me party till it done.
Get the tin, hey, check it out, hey. Get the tin, hey, check it out, hey. It's going down, hey. Mash it up, hey. Mash it up, mash it up, mash it up.
You're listening to
check it out, hey. Get the tin, hey. Check it out, hey. It's going down, hey. Mash it up, mash it up, mash it up, mash it up.
That's right. Wake up, moon outside, it's a party. Hop up, dedication, it's a party. It can't nut destruction, it's a party. Too live, too lit, move with the body. Wake up, moon outside, it's a party. Hop up, dedication, it's a party. It can't nut destruction, it's a party. Too live, too lit, move with the body.
You're listening to In the Scripts Reloaded.
It's going down, hey. Mash it up, hey. Mash it up, mash it up, mash it up.
Yeah, here we go. Turn me up my headphones. Yeah.
You are now flying.
Look.
They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. That's right. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke.
You're listening to
They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke.
Reloaded.
Been about the power, you can call me Ghost. I've been in a maze for 7 days. Esau running plays, I left the stage. He ain't got no answers, they killed the Panthers. Then the prophets back and we ain't taking risks. My leaders fight for vengeance, they gon' marvel when my cap comes. And if he got 2 readers, it's just like he busting 2 guns. Y'all ballin' out for suckers, and that's why y'all look like dum-dums. And if you speak in Hebrew, then just know we finna crumb. We Debo, teach your block like Nino. This sheep been lost, we finna fish, I guess we find it Negro. Y'all be faker than placebos, throwing shots like Tebow. And if we ever take a shot, just know that it's a free throw, it's a free throw. They don't want no smoke, now they don't want no smoke. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. Been about the power, you can call me crazy. Just off with me, boy, what you thought this shit was sweet, boy? We be teaching like Messiah, give me that and Obadiah. Come set this place on fire, then come set up his empire. They be high, wearing wires, switching up like this survivor. I'm a soldier, Bible on my holster. I wanna build you up, but if you scoff, then I'm a folger. But I'd rather keep it kosher, like I told you. Give all praises to Jehovah. Frankincense on my aroma, meditate while we take over, we take over. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. They don't want no smoke, now they don't want no smoke. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. Been about the power, you can call me Ghost. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke.
You're listening to
They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke.
Reloaded.
They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. Been about the power, you can. 144 Thanos, Roof snapping till chains broke. Warrior mode like Django. Build a kingdom like Lego. Vanity, vanity, what was all vanity? Lord, give me power to burn out my enemies. Vanity, vanity, what was all vanity? Wisdom like Solomon, fight like the Maccabees. They don't want no smoke, now they don't want no smoke. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. They don't want the smoke, now they don't want the smoke. Been about the power, you can call me Ghost.
We got the juice. 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 Cut up a heathen, no blood on my boots. Cut up a heathen, no blood on my boots.
We got the juice, we got the juice, we got the juice. Cut up a heathen, no blood on my boots. Can't call me Toby Joe, ate my roots. Still on the boob, I got milk on my tooth. Still on the boob. Stay in your place, but stay in your lane. Now follow some elders that change up the game. Brothers be blocked, they leaving a stain. Watch what you say, put respect on my name, put respect on my team. Them angels got beams. Move like I lean in the spiritual ring. Find you a precept, I'm quicker than Bing. Only 5'9", but spirit y'all mean. Pull up in chariots, free 'em like Harriet. Brothers be faking, Lil Judas is scaring. I keep a nice weapon unless it's a carry. The crib and the kingdom that look like the Marriott. Calling out prophecy, letting them loose. Chariots coming, we chunking the deuce. Feeling like David, I'm feeling the funk. Teacher and reader get spiritually jumped. Power like Samson, I'm Absalom Hempson. We taking the kingdom, don't look for no ransom. Don't look for no mercy, don't look for no freedom. This is your hell, but this is my kingdom. Tables gon' turn, but shut up and learn. Top of the mountain, that's where we sojourn. Dapping with angels, they don't look like babies. Angels kill armies. Boys, you crazy? We got the juice, 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 we got the. I get my garments from Sister Amina. The fam getting tight like Pam and Gina. We love to see one. The streets my arena. They keep getting beat. They remind me of Tina. Keep getting mad. The heathens be raging. I stay with the army, little boy. We ain't playing. I got commandments and have to go sin. Like who the hell talking, boy? Come get your mans. Pull up my pants and throw in my garment. No dancing like niggas. We warring like sperms. They doing their job like Tommy for Martin. Name on the roster 140 for starting. Name in the credits. We putting in work. Look in that venue. You see purple shirt. Look on their face. You can see that they're hurt. Some vessels be diamonds. Some vessels be dirt. Niggas be watching the way that we move. They acting like heathens. They come kiss the shoes. All of my brothers got something to prove. Losing your mind if you think we're gonna lose. Stay with the 12, what the hell is a crew? This is the sequel, Return of the Jews.
3, 2, 1.
Sheesh! Yeah! My people going to war. We bringing out the fire. Those heathens we ignore. Cause we know that they're liars. I'm reading in the we reading in the they reading in
You're listening to In the Scripts.
Hey, how am I forgetting to say hey in the beginning, man? I'm moving my fingers around, doing too much, man. Doing too much.
Too much.
Yeah. Hey, look, lovely people, brothers and sisters, loved ones, kin folks, and everybody.
Right.
I'm Officer Yacob, IUIC Dallas, and you are tuned in to In the Scripts.
Reloaded.
Y'all know the crew is with us tonight, man. Y'all already know.
That's right.
I'm going to drop the title in a minute, but we're going to do the introduction first, though. To my right.
Officer Mike Judah.
To my right.
Officer Shema.
Right.
Officer Lavi.
And my right.
Officer Kashaw.
That's right. That's right. Enough of them. So we got an interesting show coming for y'all tonight, man. For y'all to understand, we want to touch on some stuff that's going on in the earth. That people, I mean, it's been coming out. It ain't like, it ain't like we the first ones just throwing nothing out there at all. But tonight we're going to deal with spiritual warfare, tactics, and tools. It's important that we deal with this because a lot of times you're getting stuff thrown at you. And in the world, you don't realize why it's been thrown at you. Me and Judah was just having a talk.
Just now.
Man, hey, stuff is getting thrown at us, y'all.
Right.
We at that build-up point, we in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff that's going to come on us now because now is the time that Satan trying to see who going to make it and who going to break it.
Right. He get crafty too, boy.
He get crafty, man. Yeah, he going to get crafty. Let's open up, man, with Ephesians 6. Let's open up with Ephesians 6. In the spirit of cap, let's open up with Ephesians chapter 6, because this is something that everybody should know. Chapter 6, verse 11.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 11.
Read it out.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
So the Bible commands us. This ain't a suggestion. It's telling us to put on the whole armor of God so that when those wiles or those temptations and trials come, we might be able to overcome them.
Right.
We might be able to stand and be more than a conqueror in the name of the Son of God. We can conquer it. So put on the whole armor. Keep reading.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
So I fight every day ain't against flesh and blood. Sheesh. Now, guess what, though? For those of y'all Christians or those people that say, well, I'm spiritual, guess what? flesh and blood got a spirit in it. So the spirit that is not flesh and blood can jump into flesh and blood and cause you to get out of the spirit with it. But our battle ain't with flesh and blood. Go ahead.
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So that's going into, all of these Amalekite groups, the ADLs, the SPLCs, our media, all the slander and stuff that come against us first. All the things that say, y'all ain't Israelites, y'all Egyptians. Y'all are Negroes, y'all are black, y'all ain't nothing. Y'all can't be the people of the, well, okay, all right, right on. I hear you saying that. Also, you got high government. Now we seeing stuff that's being put in place. Don't get it twisted, y'all. We laughed when Trump beat old girl, what's her name, the cosplaying chick.
Kamala Harris?
Yeah. We laughed when Trump, Chameleon Harris. We laughed when Trump beat her, right? It was funny to us, but none of us up here vote. None of us in the truth vote.
That's right.
So we ain't laugh because we on Trump's side. We laugh because we see God's hand moving in all of it. Right. And it's funny to us to watch it play out and y'all running around like chickens with your head cut off lost. Not understanding why it's all happening. You know what I mean? So government in high places and these new laws is going to go in, even though it seems hard on the whole opposite spectrum, Trump is putting a lot of stuff in place that's actually biblical.
Yes,
he taking away the right for sisters to kill their babies in their womb.
And they mad. And they mad about that,
and
too.
they mad as hell about that.
Boy, they got under the collar about that.
Man.
Good Christian women, man.
Yeah, right. And that's what they are, good Christians. That's what they are. They good Christians.
Taking away the right for me to kill the baby in my stomach.
Right. You ain't going to let me hoe no more? Like, wow. Keep reading, though. Yeah, bullshit.
Verse 13.
What'd he say?
Verse 13.
There it is. Jump down. So now let's look at, there it is. Let's look at it from the mouth of babes. Right. Let's look at it and see what is this whole armor of God that you should be putting on. Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness.
So you're going to cover your midsection with truth and righteousness. Truth and righteousness is your midsection. Go ahead.
And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
And your feet shod. So wrap your feet up. Put your shoes on. And that's the gospel of peace that you're going to walk in. Go ahead.
Above all, taking the shield of faith.
Take that shield of faith, because when them darts and them missiles get to shooting at you, you need something to block them. Go ahead.
Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Because they're going to be shooting them at you. Come on.
And take the helmet of salvation.
So now you got to cover your head. It looked like, the movie 300 Warriors, they put their helmets on.
Right.
They say, put on your helmet. And put on your helmet of what?
Of salvation.
Understanding your mind who salvation is for. Understand how you going to get salvation in this battle. Come on.
And the sword of the Spirit.
And it's your sword right here. Go ahead.
Which is the word of God.
Get your sword out, man.
That's right.
If you ain't got nothing else on you, man, you better have a sword on you.
That's right.
Keep your sword, man.
And you better start practicing how to use it right now. This is not the time to be playing around.
Right. This ain't the time to play around.
That's fact. The Lord said get suited and booted because you're going to be under attack.
That's really what he's saying. See, for us, this is suited and booted. They look at that like that's hood slang, but hey, that's perfect.
Suited and booted. That's putting on the whole armor of God.
Put on the whole armor. Yep. And then the last one, verse 18.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
So notice that he said, watching out. So once you put on your armor, you got to be able to keep your head on a swivel and know which way your enemies has come from. You know what I'm saying? You being circumspect to everything moving, because right now in the earth, everything moving is against us.
That's right.
All of it. Ain't nothing of it for us.
It's important to keep these commandments.
Yeah. 100%. So, look, y'all know how we open up every time. I just felt I wanted to bring that out, man. We put that armor on, and if you fight this fight and stay in this battle, man, the promise is that as long as you endure, you're going to be all right. That's right. You're going to be good. And that's the faith that we got, and that's the faith that I pray all of you brothers and sisters keep.
Hey, also, before we go on, tell the people to like and share, man. Tell them like and share. So
go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, like and share.
Like QR code over there.
Yeah, hit that QR code.
Yeah, where the QR code at?
Officer Shimon.
There it
There
is.
you
Yep,
go.
yep, right there.
Right there.
Yeah, Uncle Shimon. Right where Uncle Shimon pointing at.
Yep, yep.
That's it.
Make sure you hit that QR code, man. Donate, donate, donate. We don't ask for 10% of nothing. Woman in the Bible gave 2 pence. Christ said she gave more than everybody because she gave her last with all of her faith that she was helping her people. So give what you can. Ain't nobody telling you give 10% of nothing, man. But just put in, drop something in the bucket, man, and help the brothers, help the saints travel around the world, man, to preach this gospel so we can wake up people.
That's right. Wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right. All right. But we're going to go ahead and slide into what we slide into every week about this time, ear to the streets, our favorite segment.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Hey, shalom. Most high Christ bless. Hey, so this is ears to the street. Hey, it's actually a great segment. That scripture go right into what we about to go into. So it says, put on the whole armor of God. And whenever you don't put on the whole armor of God, it leave you wide open and susceptible to evil, wicked women like we about to see right here. Hey, play that first video.
Do a lot if we really feeling you. It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband.
I ain't trying to embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying what his qualities was.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
wait a
hold
minute.
on.
Run it back one more time, just in case you missed it.
And the sister ain't saying ex-husband. She said my
Her husband currently, and she's speaking like this on live.
Right.
Run it back.
Some going on with their teeth, too. I don't know what's going on with their teeth.
Do a lot if we really feeling you. It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband.
That drink me, heck no, she don't like her.
I ain't trying to embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying what his qualities was.
Stop the video.
She belongs to the street.
So she said he was a simp and she saw an opportunity. Understand, whenever you don't prep yourself with the whole armor of God, which is this Bible, you are a simp. You're susceptible for falling for females like this.
Yep. She said she saw he was a simp.
She saw he was a simp. She got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And she said, I see an opportunity. Is that in the Bible? Let's see. Give me Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 6. Read it out. For at the window of my house.
So just a brief synopsis. This is King Lemuel's mother giving him the game on what to look for in these women.
Message.
Come on, and what to look for. Come on.
For at the window of my house, I looked through my casement.
And there's a window. She looking for opportunity. Come on.
And beheld among the simple ones.
Among the who?
The simple ones.
Read.
I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding.
And that understanding is this Bible.
That's
if
right.
you don't have the understanding that you are a God on this earth,
right,
you're going to be susceptible for women like this that's going to take advantage of you and see an opportunity and call you a simp on live TV. A simple one. A simple one. That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
This is how you know we these people. We the people of the book. You seen it play out right here on ears to the street. You seen it for yourself.
What did he say? And the sister said the ones that they don't like, they make them do the most. So that means if you 2, 3, 4 jobs, and this woman got kids that's not yours, she already tells this woman is like the Edward Snowden of black women right now. She is the whistleblower of the adulterous woman. She telling y'all the game that they don't like y'all if they making you work tooth and nail to satisfy them.
Was that it on that? We got some more?
I think there's some more of the video on there.
Play the rest of it. Let's hear some more.
Let's hear Edward Snowden.
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too?
I have 3 children.
And a nigga supposed to come with the bag?
They supposed to come. And that's why you have to have a bag.
Yeah.
Like you got to take care of me and my kids.
So, like you automatically get these responsibilities?
Yes.
Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
And how many niggas doing this?
I have between 2 or 3.
I'm saying, how many have you ran into in life?
Okay, so let's say I run into 100 dudes. Probably about 4 of them.
That's about the odds. I fuck with that now.
Probably about 4 of them.
That's about the odds. All right.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's
up the number.
So that kind of sound like you are delusional. You just catching just a sucker born every day.
Basically.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? A nigga that's, so you ain't never caught no nigga that's worth something doing that though. Am I kidding?
I probably have one. See, the way this game work is you have to get with a man who ain't used to dating bad.
Oh my God.
So you simps, y'all see what y'all got to go through now. They targeting y'all. So y'all better change y'all mind. Y'all better get with some real men like us and start learning how to be a man.
And I bet he go to church on Sunday. He a Christian.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? She's messing it up for young men that look at women with children. Right. You know what I mean? Because it's some young kids out here that really need guidance. Right. And there's some men out here that can be great fathers, but it's women like that mess it up for all of them. Yeah. If y'all understand what I'm saying, because
yes, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, young brothers need men in their life. Young kids need men in their life. And some brothers be like, man, she got kids, man. I don't know, she already got a ready-made family. I don't want to deal with it.
And it's an honorable thing if a brother does want to take that responsibility on, but he has to get that submission, that respect as a man in return. Not just don't think I'm finna come and swoop you and your kids off your feet and you finna go out here doing whole activities.
Right. It's just all bad, man. It's just all bad. So y'all Sims better watch out, man. Y'all in trouble, man.
Yeah, so she was about to say this one who ain't never had no bad chick.
Bad B, yep.
All right, give me Sirach 25, man. Sirach chapter 25, started verse 21. This for all you brothers who ain't never really had no bad chick, like she said.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
The Lord say, don't stumble at her beauty. Don't stumble at a woman's beauty. You're supposed to be looking for those qualities in a woman that, you know, that would build your house.
Right.
Not because she got small waist and a cute face.
And veneers.
And veneers.
Right.
Read on.
It says, verse 22, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman, you want me to keep going?
This is what I want.
A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart.
Because this man, he probably sitting at home right now,
crying,
watching her on whatever live link, however viral it go, talking about how weak he is as a man. And he got to sit there and swallow that because he fell for her beauty. And he was so weak that he said, look, I'll take every problem that come with you and them 3 bad-ass kids that ain't mine. It's probably them other 3 men, them other 4 out of 100, probably them other baby daddies.
Right.
You said daddies.
Daddies. Probably them other baby daddies that simps too. Because they fell for her beauty. Read on.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
And that's what gets you to simping, my boy. That's what gets you to simping when you got the weak hands and your feeble knees, my boy.
Yep. And it's another part of that video, not on this one here, but I watched the whole, well, some of the segment that she was on, and she said that she would never have a man that won't work, right? So the husband that she had, probably the same brother right here, said he lost his job. And she said, okay, well, you lost your job. So he had asked her to help pay the bills. She said, is you going to pay my money back? He said, no. He was, then I guess they, didn't work it out. But she's not going to work. Even if he lost his job, she said she ain't going to work. It's not in her contract.
Ain't no way, boy.
It ain't in her contract.
That's what she said.
Proverbs 31, man.
Let's
see if it's in her contract.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's in her contract. But you know, because I saw a part of, I can't remember if I saw the whole thing, but I did see pieces.
Part of, yeah.
And she said she a Christian, but she said she don't even know what the pastor be. She ain't even know her pastor's name. She said that in the interview. She didn't even know her pastor's name.
Wow.
But she says she a Christian and she go to church though. Yeah. All right, Proverbs 31.
Verse 13.
Read verse 12 first.
The book of Proverbs.
Start at 11.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 11. The heart of her husband.
The mind of her husband.
Doth safely trust in her. So that he shall have no need of spoil.
Because he know that this woman going to hold him down.
That's right.
Go ahead.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
She'll do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Meaning she understands to the day that she dies, she's going to be doing for him, making sure that he good.
That's
right. Go ahead.
She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly.
She does what?
Worketh willingly.
She works willingly
with her hands.
With her hands. Like Tobit wife did.
Right.
When Tobit went blind, Tobit wife went out and got what they call woman's work.
Right.
And she was bringing it home because Tobit couldn't see nothing. But she understood and respected this man then provided for me and then took care of me up at this point. I gotta pick up the bag. I gotta pick up the bag for him now.
Right.
And she did that.
Yep.
And Tobit still got in her ass too. Remember? She brought that goat home. He didn't know where that goat get that from.
Take it back.
Yeah, he's like, where you get that goat from? You know we ain't supposed to be stealing.
Don't be stealing around here.
She said they gave it to us because of your good name.
Right.
So it wasn't because she was paying the bills at that point, taking care of them, that all of a sudden he got soft. He said, nah, hold up, wait, where does goat come from? I don't know where the hell this goat from.
Right.
So he was still ready to check and correct her. Why? Because he loved her. Because love is more than the smooches, kissing, and hugs.
That's right.
that we
Right.
give you.
That's right.
Obviously, Yakub, you said we want our wives to hold us down, not hold us down.
Right.
Bars.
Look at. He getting grown. Yeah.
Man, I'm hanging around Judah, man.
That sounds like a Judah parable.
All praise.
All praise. What we got next?
Hey, well, let's get into this.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Idumean moment of the week, man. Let's see what's going on with Idumean this week, man.
I like this segment. It's my favorite segment, but I don't like this segment. It's my favorite segment.
Right. Make sure the volume is all the way up from the beginning, y'all, please.
Yeah, Esau is the most
Diabolical,
oxymoronic nation ever. You got some Edomites that's creating spaceships, going to different planets, and then you got Edomites like the one we finna watch.
Play that.
Wait, Sammy. Okay, it looks like we got a dad and his son.
Whoa. We don't want that snot there.
Agreed.
Nah, we don't.
Don't want it there.
So how do we get it out?
A tissue.
A nose freedom.
The quickest, easiest way.
A tissue.
Don't let them know about it. You just.
You better not.
Go. All good?
What the hell is this?
That daddy made me
Jesus
throw up.
fix
And look, and this be the same. These be the same Edomites our sisters be kissing.
Right.
They out here sucking up boogers in their mouth. Cookie cookies and everything else.
Bro, never once in my life did I think to clean my nose.
Well,
My
that
daughter
thing,
knows.
that got me queasy, doc.
Look, when I got to do the nose Frito on my kids, right, I be gagging like a monkey. And they got a whole filter and everything.
Hey, BT, run it back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm running back.
That
I'm
one,
running
man.
back.
I was like, hey, I would tell my wife, hey, you got to come do this. I ain't going to do this.
That's nasty.
So that's what they doing when they not putting raisins in the potato salad.
That's what they do.
They sucking up snot and then mixing it in a potato salad. I don't know.
I don't know what they. And cleaning cucumbers with piss.
And catching water bottles in their butt.
Wonder why they age so terribly.
Edom is vile, bro.
Diabolical.
Diabolical people.
Yeah.
Well, hey, and there you have it, man. All praise to the Most High. We give it back to you, officer.
All praise to the Most High.
You got to give a hand clap for Idumean moment of the week.
All praise. That was a good one, man. Good and terrible.
Yeah.
Good and terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. Good and terrible. So let's jump into spiritual warfare, tactics and tools. We're going to touch on just a few things. We touched on the women, and we actually going to go back to that because I want to show something. A list. It was an interesting list that came out. Let's start out. Let's go to number 3. Let's go to number 3 first. All right. Because this is one of those tools and tactics that they've used. They've told everybody that. Now I'm going back for me because I'm aged. I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing it when I was young, and I heard it all the time. Sex before marriage is wrong. Sex before marriage. They didn't make us think it was okay. Now, you always had the old dude in the hood, though, that was like, boy, go on and get you
ain't got you none
Yeah,
yet.
you ain't got you none yet, boy, your uncle or somebody, you know. But you knew it was wrong because you had a steady flow of people saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, though, kids hear that, just make sure you wear protection. Love love is love. Just love who you want to love.
Bruh.
And a tool and tactic that they've set in place after setting that mindset in the community was that, okay, well, if you mess around and make a baby, it's okay for you to get rid of it. You can just start over, and people should forgive you.
Right.
It's your business.
Playing your parenthood.
Right. Yeah, Planned Parenthood. Right. All right. Number 3. Let's check this out. Y'all can see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
More than half of U.S. black women aged 15 through 49 live under abortion bans, report.
So the Godian felt like it was necessary to put this out to say that these women between 15 and 49 live under abortion bans. Like that's just a bad thing that abortions are banned in America, in these places. Watch how they flip it though in the study. Keep reading.
Study finds 57% of black women of reproductive age live in the 26 states with abortion bans or restrictions.
Now you got to understand that's the work of the Most High God.
That's right.
That the states that have the abortion bans and restrictions in them is the place where the majority of our women live. That's the Most High God.
Right.
And that's why we talking about tools and tactics. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High, read Romans, Acts 13 and 1. Read that real quick.
The book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1. Read out. Now there were in the...
Romans, I'm sorry. Romans 13 and 1. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Romans 13 and 1. Watch this, y'all. Because y'all think that these people just hate your guts because they did this, and that's why you putting all these statistics and numbers and they're trying to pull on the heartstrings of people. But watch what God said, though.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Let the men and women of Israelite blood be subject to the higher powers. Come on.
For there is no power but of God.
Because they not really powers at all. All the power you see in the earth is what God has granted to happen. It's all of God. Go ahead.
The powers that be are ordained of God.
So how you think these women got in these 26 states, or these laws got where the majority of our women sit?
Not by coincidence.
Not by coincidence. This is all the hand of the Lord. That's right. God said, I'm tired of seeing y'all kill my saints and prophets as I send them into the earth.
Right.
Stop being such a violent group of women, is what he said to them. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Judy.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
Why the Christian church should never tell you that? The ordinance of God is that thou shalt not kill.
That's right.
That's the ordinance of God. So when you live in a state that's got an abortion ban that won't allow you to kill your baby, stop looking for the back door and the way out so you can find a way to kill your baby.
Right. Go to Titus chapter 3. We come right back.
Yeah, bring
Go
it
to
up.
Titus chapter 3 and read verse 1. Because it's going into the same thing. Be subject to the principalities. But watch what the Lord say.
The book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 1. Put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers.
So the Lord said, be subject to the higher powers. Read.
To obey magistrates. To be ready to every good work.
So when they pass these laws that go against God, that He's saying, look, those don't do.
Right.
But be ready to every good work. Everything you find in the Bible that coincide with the law they're putting in place, do that. Do that. No murder. Read. I mean, that's it. Go ahead.
I'll finish it out.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got a good piece on the end of that.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. To speak evil of...
You was at... I was at verse 1. Okay, jump down to verse 8. Jump down to verse 8.
Verse 8. This is a faithful saying. And these things I will that thou affirm constantly.
These things I will. God said, this is my will that you affirm. You know, they always talk about affirming in the church. God said, affirm these things that I'm telling you constantly. Go ahead.
That they which have believed in God might be careful to maintain good works.
Read.
These things are good and profitable unto men.
Guess what? We'd have 19 million more of us in the earth.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
19 million of us y'all have deleted.
That's right.
We'd have 19 million of us to help stand up against them.
Got to be some doctors in there somewhere.
Gotta be.
Got to be some pharmaceutical engineers.
Gotta be. Right. There's some prophets in there. Some people that's going to understand the Bible and bring joy back into the earth. But y'all done killed them and y'all mad because y'all live in the states where they saying you can't kill them. Go back to the article.
Hey, what leadership say? That's why your votes for Kamala Harris went. That 19 million y'all killed.
Right. Jeez. Right.
All right, it says, first paragraph in The Guardian.
Yep.
More than half of black women in the U.S. who are of reproductive age live in states with abortion bans or restrictions, according to a new report.
That's funny as hell. Keep reading.
The study by the
God is a mastermind, bro. That's funny as hell. Go ahead.
The study by the National Partnership for Women and Families in PWF and the nonprofit In Our Own Voice shows the stark impact of overturning Roe v. Wade on black women.
Why is it saying on black women?
Like it just happened to them.
Because it's black women that's killing the babies the most.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Northern Kingdom, bro. Hey, they be in an apartment with 12 children.
Right.
Be 26 years old. Like,
We used to be that way.
Right, yeah, we used to be.
We used to be that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about a pot of beans and rice and some bread, white
Some
bread,
corn, yeah.
to feed all 13 of them.
Making it work. Making it work.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you got some chicken, then y'all really was doing good.
Really doing something.
Jump down to where it says the study also found.
Yes, sir. The study also found that 2.7 million black women who live in states that restrict abortion are economically insecure.
They can't make no money.
Right.
Go ahead.
Making them more likely to lack financial resources to travel to receive abortion care. Goodness gracious.
Hey, the most I put you in a state where you got an abortion, man. You go out and wiggle your ass on the pole, get pregnant by a Negro that you charge $200 to get it off.
Right.
He gets you pregnant, and then you can't even keep the money in your pocket because you got holes in it, like Haggai say.
Right.
You can't even travel next door to go kill the baby.
All praise
God
to the
said,
Most
no,
High.
you going to deal with this one.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
All
God
praise.
is a mastermind, bro. A mastermind.
And this is super immoral because this whole article is saying, okay, y'all live in poor states. Y'all can't go somewhere to get an abortion. There are many more options as opposed to killing a unborn baby. You can give it up for adoption. There's many of the students that I have, their parents told me, they say, hey, he's adopted. He don't know it.
Right.
But, somebody said, can you babysit him? And they just didn't show back up. Yeah. So they taking care of him. So there are thousands of other options that are better as opposed to just saying, all right, I made a bad decision, kill the baby.
Right.
Because you're going to live with that for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
At least get a baby a chance. Goodness gracious.
Yep. Look at the next paragraph.
70%?
Yep.
70% of black women who are uninsured and 49.8% who use Medicaid as their primary insurance also live in states with abortion restrictions or bans, which can impede access to abortion services.
So God has set it up to where y'all don't have the finances nor the resources to be able to kill these babies. God said, I ain't playing with y'all.
Right.
At this point here, man, I'm going to make it impossible for y'all. And I'm going to see how hard y'all going to fight the sin. Because, they sitting in there in the church every week talking about, oh, preach, pastor.
Right.
My pastor said, I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Spirit.
The hell is this? Okay,
sis, right on. We going to see what you going to do with this baby then.
So basically, at this point, the Most High is making it known to them that you should at least in your mind think, why am I trying this hard now to kill this baby?
Right.
I live in a state where it's not legal. I don't got the money to travel. Why am I trying so hard to kill?
Yep.
But our people don't self-examine. The pastor's not telling them that it's evil.
Yep.
They just going on and go on.
Right. And it's because we, again, we going into all the places. Again, for y'all, that QR code, that's why it's important. That one that's right here. Okay, let me move.
You almost got it.
Right
There you go.
Right there.
There you go.
Like that game in the arcade that you'll never win.
Right there.
The claw game you'll never win.
Hey, help us out because when y'all see us marching, it ain't just marching. We out there for the people.
That's right.
Help us.
Hey, officer, help
Help
us,
the
right?
world.
And we changing lives. We are changing lives. With this Bible right here, we're changing lives. We changing. We bringing our people back to the Most High God.
Yep, 100%.
So help us out.
Help us out. Hey, also too, I gotta announce this, y'all. Starting next week's show will only be on IUIC Dallas.
Okay.
In the script reloaded, we're gonna repurpose it, for other
All
videos
praise.
and other types of stuff. So from now on, everybody that's watching, whether you're watching on In the Scripts channel, if you're watching on In the Scripts channel, make sure next week that you tune in on IUIC Dallas on YouTube because that's where we're gonna be broadcasting live from. All right.
Hey, I like that idea.
Show up, support.
That way I
support.
can see all the likes instead of having so many channels. Because I know people watching us and sharing. You know what I mean? So y'all keep watching and keep sharing. IUIC Dallas In the Scripts Reloaded.
Yep.
And another way that, because I know you had said get a baby up to somebody to adopt. Hell, just get married. Get married and have children. Do it that way. Do it how God said do it.
Keep the law to God.
And you ain't got to worry about killing the baby.
Right. 100. Hey, jump down to number 4. Let's look at number 4. Let's see what we got over there on number 4. Because this is a big reason for what we got going on, for what's happening with us. All right. This list is going viral. And let's read it.
Top 10 reasons why black women have the lowest marriage rates.
Top 10 reasons why black women have the lowest marriage rates.
It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate going toward this, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of hate going towards this. Yep, a lot of hate. All right, let's read. So let's see the top 10 reasons that black women have low marriage rates.
Number 1 on the list, nasty attitudes and disposition.
Man, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Some of these women you can't even say hi to.
Yeah.
They like, what you talking to me for? I don't message. You know? Hey, I just say, hey, with your thumb head.
Right.
He said, sister, I just got to fly. I'm just trying to be fly.
Yeah, right. Hey, but that's another crazy thing is that they've devalued themselves so much through what they've been taught in Babylon the Great, obviously. That if a man actually shows any level of chivalry to him, they automatically, either think that he trying to holler at him, and so they try to shun him, or they trying to see what he gonna pull out his pocket for him.
Yeah,
it's like they really put themselves into an all-out mode of prostitution. You know what I'm saying, for themselves.
And how come they don't see that?
I don't know.
What can you do for me? It's all about what can you do for me.
Right.
Well, and the first thing a lot of them say, if I can't go shopping, you can't do nothing for me.
Right.
It's a materialistic mindset. It's low value.
Right. And that's one of those tactics and tools, though, that's used by Satan. And we understand, because like last week, you brought out Willie Lynch. Anybody that's never read the Willie Lynch, you can buy it on Amazon. You get it for real cheap, $6, $7. Buy a copy of it so you can read. You can even download a free PDF. Look it up. It's called How to Make a Slave, Willie Lynch letter. But pick it up and read it so that you can see for yourselves the tool and tactic that they set up for our women. We're not saying that this wasn't taught to y'all the same way stuff was taught to us. But y'all got to unlearn it, though. You got men in the earth now that are willing to stand up and be 100% men, and we not willing to accept no 50 and 70% woman.
Exactly.
If I got to be 100% man, you got to be 100% woman, or we going to thug it out in the house. We going to be fighting it.
That's where they're going to come to.
Yeah.
She's going to be bumping chests with you.
Right, because you're not going to be in here punking me.
Right.
So my voice
simping you out.
Right, yeah, I ain't going to play no simp. Not in my house.
And then you have these same women that act like this, say that the black man don't value the black woman.
Right.
The problem is the black woman don't value the black man.
Right.
Because if it wasn't for the black man, hell, she wouldn't be here.
Right.
You understand? So woman itself comes from man. It means from man.
Yeah, hey, bring it out.
Let's get it. Go to Genesis.
Bring it out. Yeah, bring it out. Let's see if they really believe the Bible.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
And Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man."
She was taken out of who?
Out of man.
So that's what you should be valuing, the man. Because when you value the man, you ultimately value yourself.
That's right. Hey, but I know somebody on here right now think, oh, so you went to the Old Testament. Well, let's go to the New Testament. Let's see if the New Testament say the same thing. Paul was only quoting the Old Testament. Wasn't no New Testament written when Paul was quoting what he was quoting. Go to 1 Corinthians.
Yes, sir.
Corinthians.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 9. Verse 8.
Start at 7.
Verse 7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of God.
So the man is made in the image and glory of God. Not juices.
Right.
We were made in the image of God. Go ahead.
But the woman is the glory of the man.
You were made in my glory. You were made for me. I'm your God, sis. I'm your head. Christ is my head. I'm your head. Go ahead.
For the man is not of the woman.
For the man is not of the woman.
But the woman of the man.
You see that? It say the same thing. Woman is of or from man. But keep reading them.
Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
You were created for my pleasure, man. This is what it is. Keep reading.
For this cause ought the women to have power on her head,
which is the man,
because of the angels.
Now keep reading, because I want this. This is important. Don't think that we out here playing stupid like we got in the earth by ourselves. Read this.
Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord.
In the Lord. Read.
For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman.
By the woman.
But all things of God.
There you go. But everything is of God. It's got to be in order. So, sis, we honor and respect that you bring our children into the earth. But guess what? They're my children. You can't have them without me.
That's right.
Your eggs is dead. If I push you to the side and go get Mei-Ling, I can still make some little me's in this earth. That's right. But because you the one God gave to me, I'd rather make it with you.
That's right.
You the portion God gave me.
Right.
Beautiful portion, but you got to shut up sometimes.
Yeah, so don't get high and mighty, trying to bless your womb.
Right.
You a God, you the goddess of the earth. Nah, we the gods.
Yep.
If they was the goddess of the earth, they wouldn't be having this issue right here.
They wouldn't have this.
And you know what's heavy about this? It's feminists that can't stand this kind of talk. Right. They can't stand the Bible. Right. And the order was just given in the Bible. You just got to accept it.
Yep.
Either get with it or get lost.
That's it. That's it.
Or stay lost.
Let's go back to the list.
Finish him.
Number 2. Uncooperative and can't follow leadership.
Uncooperative. Your husband say, let's go left. You say, no, I think we ought to go right. Your husband say, let's go up. You say, no, I think we ought to go down. And then you say, well, I think I need to go take counsel. Well, who the hell is your counselor? Except for your husband.
Right. Say, what my brother say, no, don't mess with dragon.
That's right.
Yeah. Really.
Uncooperative and can't follow leadership. That man is the leader in your house.
Right. And she wonders, officer, why come her relationship and her household is not growing like the other sister.
Right.
Where the other sister follow orders from her husband. Right. She's cooperative. You uncooperative. That's why come y'all falling apart.
Right.
Y'all can't get that house that they got.
Right.
Y'all can't get that car that they got. Because of you.
Right. But that finger don't never turn backwards though.
Nah, she gonna blame it on him.
Yeah.
She gonna blame it on him.
Where niggas?
What they say, if the one finger pointing to you and 3 more point back at you.
Right. Read Proverbs 14:1. Proverbs 14:1. Sisters, y'all gotta believe, y'all gotta start honestly believing this book. And when you believe it, that means you really gonna apply it. You're gonna search out the things that's gonna make life comfortable for you. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Now, what is a wise woman? Let's see. Psalms 19:7. What is wise? What makes us wise? Psalms 19, verse number 7. Every wise woman builds her house. Well, what makes us wise? Read that.
Psalms chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
So the laws of God will change your soul. Go ahead.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
So the words that got the Most High spoken in this book is what's going to make you wise. You're simple when you're living against them. So go back to Proverbs 14:1.
Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman,
every woman that keeps and follows these commandments,
buildeth her house,
is going to build up her house. Read.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hand.
Brings trouble on her own house because she thinks she got her own mind in her husband's house. Right. Foolishness. Yeah. Go back to the list.
Number 3. Too masculine while lacking femininity.
In the house calling your husband bruh. Damn, bro. Say bro.
Listen.
Hey, imagine you walk in the house, bro, and open the door, and the first thing your ribs say, bro, you take the trash out?
What's good, my nigga?
Bro, right.
Hey, she doing push-ups.
Right.
Man,
hey, what?
No. Go ahead, Jude.
Well, it's just no sensitivity. Right. You know, like the rappers. You got Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, hard. Glorilla, Scar lip. You got all of this,
Tough.
all of these supposed to be the upper echelon of women, but they all they have no sensitivity. They not projecting that to these younger women.
Yeah.
They're not projecting that they can be easy going. Everything is about, and I don't want to get out, but nigga, whatever, nigga, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm that. You know, it's too masculine. It ain't no.
Like what?
That's it.
Yeah.
Put that on the screen for us to see it.
What I look like telling a nigga good morning.
Yeah, right.
Put on the screen.
Tony Montana.
No, what? Nigga, no, what? I ain't watching no dishes. I ain't watching your drawers.
That's what imagine waking up and she like, say, nigga, you awake? Like,
bro, can you imagine coming home after a long, hard day of work, and that what you walk in the house on?
At all.
Crying.
But there's some men in the truth walking into that though.
The Lord said, listen, man, I'd rather dwell on the house, on the rooftop, than in the house with that.
Right.
Hey, that's them brothers that sit in the driveway for a long time when you drop them off from work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all right then, bro. I'm about to go into the house to my wife.
Yeah.
No, man, you want to talk some more? I'm like, go on in there.
Right.
He walk up to the door with the keys like he about to go in.
Right.
He looking up his shoulder the whole time. So you pull off, he gonna get in the car.
He gonna go around through the back gate and sit down on the back patio for a little while, and then he gonna have to knock on his patio door to get in the house.
Right. What's that? Ciroc 2026. Ciroc 26. Hold up.
What it say?
When her husband hear her.
Yeah, 25.
Ciroc 25.
Ciroc 25, and it's up top. Left hand page, outside column.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yahalom. 25:18.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 18.
Right, go up one.
Yes,
Read
sir.
up
Verse
one.
17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
There you go. Right there.
Put it back on the screen.
The wickedness of a woman changing her face. What else?
And darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
And darkening her countenance, man. Look at that.
Right.
It looked like a problem.
Right.
Read on.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
So when you were like Opposite Shema was saying, when you're among the brothers,
and when he heareth it,
and you hear her,
shall sigh bitterly.
Go
on in there.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to go get another beer? No.
Right.
You already got the answer.
On in there, my boy.
Yeah.
On in there.
Yep, 100%, man. Let's go back to the list.
Let's go back to the list.
Number 4. She became a baby mama first.
And that's a lot of us. So you can't change your hoe to a housewife, but the Bible can.
That's right.
That's
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So they can repent.
Yeah, they can repent.
Yeah.
Number 5. Disproportionately obese.
Disproportionate. I'm gonna
That's
be honest.
all of us.
Yeah, right. All of us are big. It's one of those things though where it used to be that a woman could be told that she was getting too big. In fact, her grandmama or her mama would tell her, "Girl, you getting fat," and she'd be a little ashamed, so she would try to do a little something. You know, but the older you get, you know, men, especially us, you know, your woman got a little meat on her. We don't really.
It's saying disproportionately obese.
Oh yeah, she big.
Like what that means?
She built like Little Caesar.
Yeah, she like a cupcake.
Yeah, pull up a picture of Little Caesar.
Put on
the
Michelin Man.
Yeah, the egg commercial.
Yeah, pull that.
Pull up any cartoon.
Yeah,
they always got a cartoon up on one of these networks that's built like it.
Hey, have you ever seen what Little Caesars is built like though, bro?
Because like when I hear it, I'm like, okay, well, she's thin up top and big on the bottom.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's what they getting the BBLs and stuff for. You know, to get to attain that shape.
Proportionate.
Yeah, to attain that.
Made up that.
Like my daddy used to say, the low 40. They trying to attain that low 40.
Yeah, put that up. Put one of them pictures up of Little Caesar. Is that what you're looking for? Oz?
Bring it out.
Nah.
Yeah, but you got to pull the actual Little Caesar. Yeah, that's him, the cartoon of him.
Yeah, pull up Little CC.
That guy.
Yeah. With them little bitty legs.
You got to get the body, man.
You got to get the body, man. Come on.
Get the body of Little Caesar. That way he's got them little bitty old legs. And then they go have that surgery and they bottom all big and they legs still little.
Yeah,
right.
Must be wearing them tight breeches.
Brothers is struggling, boy.
With the muffin top.
Brother, no, he didn't order Little Caesar 30 times this month.
Like that, they're skinny on the bottom, big on the top.
Right.
Built like Little Caesars. Here, I got another one. It's in the red channel, y'all.
That's not the hair crown. That's not the crown either. That's the hair.
Right. That's the.
Matter of fact, hey, look, get Isaiah 3 while they get that picture. Get Isaiah 3 and start at verse 17.
And I'll praise is to Captain Sim, man.
16.
We out here
That's
trying to
right.
burn the fat.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
Verse
Sisters
16.
gonna have to follow along.
Yeah, hey, if we burning the fat, they got to burn the fat too. Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 17? 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion
The daughters of Zion are you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Read on.
are haughty.
Are what?
Are haughty.
That means stuck up, arrogant, not non-cooperative, masculine. Come on.
And walk with stretched forth necks.
Read.
And wanton eyes.
Lustful eyes.
Walking and mincing as they go.
Stomping their feet. Come on.
And making a tinkling with their feet.
Verse 24.
Verse 24.
And because you haughty, because you stuck up and arrogant, read.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell.
Instead of a sweet smell, talking about that area, the box, instead of a sweet smell, what happened?
There shall be stink.
Now you stink. You smell like salmon. You smell like you smell like sardine. Read on.
And instead of a girdle, a rent.
Instead of a what?
A girdle, a rent.
Instead of that Coke bottle shape built like a palace, now you out here rent your clothes.
So you went from a palace to built like the city of Dallas. Just big.
See, like the Reunion Tower? You look like the Reunion Tower.
Is not in service.
This the rent. Put the picture up.
Oh, goodness.
Rent.
Yeah. That's disproportionately built for y'all to understand. That's
like the Michelin Man.
Yeah. That's called disproportionately built. I sent another one. Send.
Hurry up and get
Yeah, broadcast shows that picture right away.
Yeah, this one right here.
Broadcast shows that picture.
Hey, pull this up. That's disproportionate.
Oh, yeah. She might be at CC's. Or Little Caesars.
Yeah.
What a thighs.
Hey, that's
Look, hey, that's what she said to the.
I asked for all thighs.
Right. You gave me all legs.
You gave me all legs. I hate we sorry.
Y'all gonna get new bodies. Y'all gonna get new bodies, sister. Don't worry.
Hey, God still love you, don't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Lord still love you. Hey, look.
She look like a distance runner and a shot putter at the same time.
She'll try it, bro.
Hey, man. All right,
Hey, look, we gonna take this break, man. We gonna take this break so we can calm down and come back with the rest of the show, man. You tuned in to In the Scripts?
Reloaded.
That's right.
Valor is to embody courage, integrity, and unwavering dedication. It means rising above challenges, embracing every obstacle as an opportunity to grow stronger. It's about standing tall with honor, supporting one another, and leading by example and with compassion. As men of valor, we are not just dreamers, but doers, committed to making a difference in our communities and beyond. Get yourself a copy of our latest version of the Hebrews Journal. Enjoy an extended interview with Bishop Yawasap on duty and vision. Entertain yourself by reading about the Complete Man program. Let us take a step into Kingdom Comics, where you'll dive into the lives of our forefathers and learn what it truly means to be a man of valor. Now available.
Around 2 p.m. local time Sunday, police pulled over Wright.
The police chief says they stopped Dante Wright because he had an expired registration on his license plate.
As Baltimore police investigators today privately reported their findings in the death of Freddie Gray.
There is only one person's version of what happened the night Botham Jean was shot and killed by Officer Amber Geiger. She told investigators she was in uniform when she arrived at what she thought was her apartment.
You still need to remember what happened. You need to remember what happened to Rasheed Carter. You need to remember these things.
Whose possessors slay them? We are being slayed, slaughtered, and hold themselves not guilty.
A lot is still under investigation on it, and of course, this is actually the second protest location near Centennial Olympic Park. We were at the Wendy's earlier with a group, but this is a second group. Of course, this here is Israel United in Christ.
A woman in Orlando was found hanging from a tree. Orlando police have said they believe she committed suicide.
But her family thinks that someone else is responsible for her death.
We stood up here and we heard testimonies from all different families, and it's the same thing. We're suffering from oppression. We're suffering from the things that happened to us from the days that we got off those slave ships.
It feels good to have people standing with us that I know mean business. And, you know, I ain't worried about it. I don't feel like y'all gonna fall off. I'm glad to know that we got some brothers that demand justice with me.
Israel United in Christ is not a hate group. It's a Bible-based movement promoting and teaching Black excellence, Black history, Black identity, and Black unity. But what else does IUIC do for the community? They are on the front lines for their people.
Absolutely crazy. And as we hear this, we're hearing it now, but imagine a mother going through all of these years of unanswered questions.
The state medical examiner's office was not able to determine a cause of death for 25-year-old Rasheed Carter. His family believes there was foul play.
Dealing with justice when it comes to our oppressors, but we also have to make sure that we don't do violence to each other. Okay, a lot of our people are dying at the hands of each other. We are, the Israel United in Christ is against that as well. Turn their cameras on. Get that on tape. We are against all of that.
Wherever injustice is, the prophets stand in the highway and hedges in support of God's elect.
Israel United in Christ, where darkness meets light.
To be a man of valor.
Is this the problem you face when it's time to go over the Bible? Have you been searching for a fun way to bring the Bible to the classroom? Well, look no further. IUIC Boom Cards has you covered. The perfect solution to keep your children edified and occupied during the Sabbath and throughout the week. These decks provide exciting and interactive ways to learn that are sure to grab your child's attention. Now loaded with decks teaching the High Holy Days, the Commandments, and much more. Your child will love learning the Bible with IUIC Boom Cards. Order your deck today at www.boomlearning.com/author/IUIC.
We're back. You were tuned in to hear the script. Reloaded. That's right. That's right. Hey, look, I want to finish this list off, but I just want to read down through them real quick, all right?
Yes, sir.
And then before we move on to the next one, because we could do this one all night long. Forever. This is a whole show in itself. All right, but we stopped at number 5. Go to number 6.
Number 6, overall poor ethnic image.
Overall poor ethnic image, meaning they don't see themselves as the princesses or the daughters of God like they're supposed to, and how they dress, how they speak, you know, all the things that they do. They have a poor image, even to the esteem portion of it. Go ahead.
Too many embrace 304 culture, or 304.
Too many of them embrace 304 is an old
That's back in the day with pages.
Yep. And calculators.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Calculators, too. You type 304 in, turn it upside down. You say this or what? What is it? Play that again. That's it. That's what a 304 is. You turn it upside down. That's what it reads. Go ahead.
Number 8. Can't take constructive criticism.
Don't give her nothing constructive. You just trying to tell her how to be better at it. You can't tell me nothing. Okay. All
Trying to live my life for me.
Yeah, right.
Don't judge me.
Right. Just accept what I give you. You unappreciative.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Yep, they gone. They out of there. Go ahead.
Number 9. Allegiance to the sisterhood.
There you go. All the guidance can come from the sisterhood. The husband can't say nothing. Right. I got to go talk to them and see what they say. Go ahead.
Last but not least, lack of respect for black men.
So those are the 10 things, sisters, that are keeping y'all unmarried. That's why your marriage rate is so low. So if you chime in on those 10 things, and I guarantee you, except for the simps in America, all black men is going to agree that this list is solid. It is a solid A1 list.
Hey, officer, real quick, you can tell that lack of respect for the black men came out when Kamala Harris didn't get that presidency.
Oh, man.
Yep. 100%.
They sent the black man out there to get booed. They tell him to go home.
Yep. Threw him right under the bus. All right, so now that's one of the ways that's one of the tactics and tools that they're using, right? Another one that they're using is the way that they pin stuff on us and spin it so it looks like it's us, but it's really somebody else. The lies that they tell on black and Hispanic men in America, you know, to make it look like we just the dirtiest of the dirtiest and lowest of the lows. Right. Let's go to number.
It's our fault.
Yeah, like everything is our fault. Go to number 5. Watch this.
Bring it out.
Number 5. Yep. Make sure the volume is up.
Migrants break barriers and rush border patrol in El Paso, Texas.
So when you look at this, based on how they saying it, all they saying is migrants are breaking barriers and rushing the border patrol at El Paso. So you'll get our people in America, because of the way that the media is painting the picture, you'll think that this is just a bunch of unruly Mexicans. And now we know that, you know, the people from Central America and all of these places are coming through, right? They talk about it. Jump down to number 8. Pull up number 8.
They use the words migrants and immigrants similar to how they use slave with amongst Southern Kingdom. Immediately when you think of slave, or you think, oh, you know, just blacks, and they don't even think about Northern Kingdom, Hispanics and Native Indigenous. And the same thing with immigrants and migrants. Immediately, Esau has made it to where the first thing that comes to your mind is, oh, the Mexicans.
Yep, they painted a narrative. And this, again, that's one of their tactics and tools, because if you are a Negro or even a Hispanic or of Native American heritage living in America, you've quote unquote pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. You know, you got this nice house somewhere, this nice job, you know, a wife and a couple of little kids by a white woman or something, you know, you think life is good. So you don't care about your brothers and sisters that's trying to get over here so that they have an opportunity at what they think is a better life in America.
It was a comedian, I don't know who it was, but it was recently. They was like, I didn't know that Mexicans don't like Mexicans. He was like, well, how Mexicans beefing with Mexicans? So, you know, people in the comment section were like, yeah, you got a lot of Americanized Mexicans that's like, they far removed from Issachar that's up in Mexico.
Yep. All right, so let's look at this list real quick. Pull that up. Read that.
Migrants crossing the U.S.-Mexico border come from a variety of countries.
So they say they come from a variety of countries. Let's see who they name.
Including Mexico, Venezuela, Guatemala, China,
Wait a minute. Wait.
They
don't normally throw China. Read that about China.
The number of Chinese citizens encountered at the border in the financial year of October 2023 through September 2024 is 10,000 higher than the previous financial year.
What they not telling you is how many came in the previous year. And they only saying it's 10,000 higher. But so what was the previous year? Was it 60, 70, 80,000? Was it 100,000? And now they've added 10,000 more? They not telling you that they part of the migrant group coming in. But it's a build-up as to why we bringing this out. Go to the next flag.
Trump ain't never said nothing about a Chinese immigrant.
Never.
Cuba.
Ecuador.
Colombia. The majority of encounters involve single adults, but there are also people traveling in families and unaccompanied minors.
So we see here that they paint the picture that is mainly Hispanic countries and nations coming in, right? All right, cool. Let's go to number 7. Let's go to number 7. Make sure that volume is, I heard somebody say that. I appreciate it. Let's go to number 7. Make sure that volume is up. Let's see what they're going to report on 60 Minutes.
Arriving at the southern border is unprecedented. Last year, U.S. Customs and Border Protection recorded 2.5 million instances of detaining or turning away people attempting to cross into the United States from Mexico.
Now notice, they said that was 2 million instances of them turning people away or catching people trying to cross. So that's not saying how many people made it in. Right? Go ahead.
What's the fastest growing group among them? Chinese migrants.
Wow.
Yes, you heard that right, Chinese. We saw large groups, including many from the middle class, come through a 4-foot gap at the end of a border fence 60 miles east of San Diego.
Yep, Chinese.
The illegal entryway is a new route for those hoping to live in America.
The story will continue in a moment.
Watch this.
The hell is this?
Just after sunrise, we saw the first group of migrants make their way from Mexico through a gap between the 30-foot steel border fence and rocks, ducking under a bit of razor wire and into the United States. We were surprised to see the number of people coming through from China, nearly 7,000 miles away.
Watch it.
Careful, watch.
She said, careful, watch.
Our cameras, and at one point, this armed Border Patrol agent standing 25 feet away, did not deter them.
So, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
This man, a college graduate, told us he hoped to find work in Los Angeles. He said his trip from China took 40 days.
Now, pause 40 days. Watch where he names that he had to go in order to make it into the country. Watch this. Let it play.
Countries did you go through?
Thailand, Morocco, Ecuador, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua.
Jeez.
All of the countries that they showed flags of to say where most of the migrants are coming from. What they not telling you is that now there's more Afghanis and what they call terrorists and Chinese people that's flooding in. They show the pictures of the Hispanics.
Right.
They want it to look like it's only Northern Kingdom coming in.
Right.
But the reality is he just named all the countries he had to go through to get here. They was all Northern Kingdom countries.
So that list is the route. It's not the people that's coming.
Right. This is the tactic that they put up. Because it's not to say that these people aren't doing things once they get here. We're going to see in the next video, there's some stuff going on. But it's all a part of how they trick your mind to be prepared for people coming in here illegally thinking they're going to take your spot. They can't take my spot. They not where I'm at, they ain't kicking in no doors and doing. I'm not saying that it's not happening, but this is the setup, though, so that we that already live in poor and impoverished communities don't want more mouths around us.
Right.
So what we gonna do to with our community and that corner that we own trying to get our dollars if we see somebody else trying to move in? We going to war. Right? So let's go to the next video. This is the culmination of everything we just saw.
And they walking through freely. They ain't the border
No
patrol.
resistance, man.
They come through with chicken spots on their mind. I'm about to go set up
They
a chicken
got
spot.
opening at the gate, up under the barbed wire. Then they show you Issachar. They got a fence and a steel gate.
I'm gonna show you. Hey, was that the end of that video? I'm gonna show you how many of them it was. That was the end of that video. Okay.
It got to be a lot of them, officers, because I think they back there at the Chinese restaurant in the kitchen. It's more than you think right there.
Yeah. In the rest of that video, they showed 2 or 3 more trucks. Basically, they were being dropped off every 30 minutes.
Wow.
And they were telling where they would come from. Some of them, they wasn't coming just with backpacks. They were coming with rolling luggage.
Wow, rolling luggage.
That means they flew from China into Mexico City or other parts, and then they would catch one of those
shuttles.
Yeah, a shuttle or a truck. And those trucks were arriving every 30 minutes, dropping them off by the 10s, 20s, and 30s to come in every 30 minutes.
The hell is this?
And they were telling that they were flying straight from China to get here to go into Mexico to come through these points like this, and they were coming in unscathed.
So they got their underground railroad. That's how they got connections to get them right into the country.
Right. But Trump is saying, go back to your country, S-whole country.
Right.
But what about them? They coming in through the same way.
I'm going to tell you why. Because they got a government.
Yes.
They got a government that'll shoot a bomb over here called Moab.
Right. Right. All right, yeah, let this one play, because this is the culmination, or this is the accumulative piece of everything that's happening. Watch what it do to us.
Right now in the hoods of Chicago, a deadly beef is brewing between local gangs such as the Black Disciples, Gangster Disciples, and the Vice Lords. They are all up against one common enemy, a deadly street gang from Venezuela called Trendy Aragua. These guys bring destruction everywhere they go. As soon as this gang arrived to the United States, they began bullying and terrorizing Americans. They are believed to be responsible for a young American female's death. Because of their crazy arsenal of military-grade weapons, they have been able to take over American projects where they are brutalizing and extorting everyone that lives there. The Chicago gangs that live in these areas have decided that enough is enough and are now fighting back.
You're starting to see in different places around Chicago on the south side, confrontations and issues arising that are only going to get worse as time goes on.
A couple fights have broken out in the streets because of turf disputes, and according to rumors, a couple members of Trendy Aragua were recently jumped and hospitalized after trying to extort an old lady who had been living in the hood for years. Right now in the hood...
So what you think they look like?
Warfare in the neighborhoods. Warfare, us going against Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom.
Right.
That's what it looked like.
Right. That's what they painted to look like.
That's what they painted to look like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I've heard about this story in a few places. I haven't been there to see it. Like I said, I haven't seen it in Dallas. Even though I've heard some stories of it happening in Dallas. But in the time that you see purple and gold out on the corners, suddenly marching by the thousands in multiple cities across the world.
That's right.
Suddenly, there's got to be a war between black and brown people. There's got to, because why would these Venezuelans come into this country and then only be located on the poorest side of Chicago?
Message.
In the poorest community. Chicago got a bunch of nice areas, and it's a huge city.
It's placement.
Right.
It's placement.
So you saying that they never went to the north side and they ain't over there trying to bully people and take over? Why is it just the south side? Because these are tactics. Because what type of, I saw your face, Lavi, what they say that they had?
Military grade weapon.
Where they coming from? Where they coming from?
Military grade.
Military.
They had to fight to even get in the country. Let me guess. They crossed the fence with a Uzi on them. Huh?
No. They took a Edomite's job, and now they got enough money to buy some military.
Right.
The hell is this?
You see what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. These are all tactics to turn the minds, because remember, right now, not only that, but you have Northern Kingdom that's standing out saying that Judah ain't Judah. Yeah, y'all can look it up.
What the hell is this?
We'll do it another time.
That's a fact. I mean, not too long ago, I was at camp. Northern Kingdom came there and said that he was Judah.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, Judah. That they Judah.
Right.
Yeah.
You ask him who his daddy is?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
What they saying Judah is Ham? They said Judah Hamites.
He didn't say
so
who
who is Judah?
But he said the northern kingdom is Judah.
So who
So-called-
are we? Issachar?
What the hell is this?
That's what he said.
Right.
I say, man.
You can tell we getting close because they trying to set up all this confusion. The word's spreading. We are the Israelites. Speaks up.
Here's what they're trying to prevent, man. Go to Ezekiel. Go to Ezekiel chapter 37. This is what we must prevent the rise of a black Messiah.
That's right.
We must prevent the rise of a black Messiah. Ezekiel 37. This is what they're trying to prevent right here. Read verse 10.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
And we know right now, because in the book of Revelations, it goes into dead bodies lying in the street of the city, right? So they know that that's us.
Right.
And they know that we are the 12 tribes and that we waking up and that we coming back together. All praises to the Most High for the spirit that's put on bishop and the bishops and the deacons and the captains to lead us and teach us the things necessary for us to gather people back together.
That's right.
Even come in ourselves. They know that we are the army that's waking up. You remember when in the New York March, you remember they showed that clip of the Edomite? And he said,
how many?
How many of y'all are there?
Right.
Yeah, y'all sound like an army.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think? That's exactly what
the
you
living God.
Right. Say it again.
The army of the living God. The
Army of the living God.
The army of the living God.
We are
The army of the living God. The army of the living God. The army of the living God.
That's who the hell we are.
That's right.
That's who the hell we are. That's who we be. Verse 11.
Verse 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
They notice the 12 tribes waking up. We cannot let these Negroes, these jokers from Venezuela get up here and link up and be in conjunction with these Negroes here in America. We can't let it happen, man. So we got to find, go to Exodus chapter 1. You know what they said. First Esdras 5:42. We got all of them. Exodus chapter 1, what they say?
The book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
That's what this is the tactic and the tool that they're using. Right. They're using media to spin it like it's all Northern Kingdom coming over here. They robbing and they doing this, that, and the third. Because you know what Judah gonna do. I don't know. Ain't nobody about to rob me though. Right. You ain't coming to take nothing from me, bro. They already know the attitude is in us. So you start painting that picture, what's gonna happen eventually? Some of these young dum-dums is gonna start just riding down on them, and they ain't never seen them jack nobody and extort no old woman nowhere. Right. Just the thought that they heard this is happening is gonna make them act up. They know what they doing.
He that control the media control the narrative.
Control the narrative. That's right. So these are tactics and tools that are being used against us, and we have to be wise enough to know that in books like Ezekiel, that's talking about us. Christian church, come on, man. Hey, wake up, Christian pastors. Preach the truth, man. Y'all destroying our people. But if you don't, hey, well, so be it, man. You're going to die.
That's right.
You're going to die with the rest of them. Missile food, 2/3. Somebody got to be the 2/3. I'm fighting not to be, bro. With my works.
Right.
With my works, I'm fighting not to be. And then there's another major tactic that's going on. This is one I didn't really even know. All of us know about affirmative action.
Right.
Right. We old enough we're old enough to have seen affirmative. Like affirmative action was a major thing with me coming out of high school. You know, it was a lot of kids that I went to school with that because of affirmative action was able to go to decent colleges because they had to meet a certain quota.
Right.
And getting on jobs, they had to meet a certain quota, so forth and so on. People looked at it as a bad thing because it didn't really say that we were qualified to get it, but we didn't give a damn. You know, give me the skills I need to go get what it is.
I mean, the objectives was to get the opportunity, right? Because a lot of those other nations, they don't deserve it either,
right?
But just because they know somebody that goes to the college or they got money, they get the privilege. They get to lie on their application.
Right. Brett Favre.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Prime example.
Yeah. What was the situation with Brett?
Well, he was in Mississippi, and then he wanted to get his daughter volleyball team.
They wanted to build a new gym or whatever.
Right.
He wanted to get He wanted to get a. Somehow he was able to rob something like $2 million.
Right.
Was
I think
it
it was like
40
$20 million. I think it was like $20 million.
Oh shoot!
It was a nice amount.
But he took the money and gave it to his daughter's volleyball team or something like that.
Right. So we don't get shots like that. I mean, we don't want shots like that. But they get them, and then where's Brett Favre now? Sitting on his back porch with a fishing pole, sipping lemonade.
Right.
Deer hunting somewhere.
Right.
Enjoying his CTE money.
Right. But affirmative action, it was pretty well needed. We needed affirmative action in order for us to have a shot because of discrimination.
Right. Yeah. Well, what they did was, remember, they got rid of affirmative action 2 years ago.
Exactly.
Right. They shot affirmative action down.
Yep.
And I remember a lot of our people were saying, you had some people that had kicked pushback on it, but then you had other people that were of the mind that, okay, good. Let us compete against y'all and show y'all that we better.
We just better.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? But that's what they wanted to push for. Well, at the same time that they were doing away with affirmative action, they were rolling in something new. And the new thing that they rolled in was called DEI. Right. DEI is, and I just learned this, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Right.
Well, you got to pause and think, wait, why would you get rid of affirmative action and then put something similar to affirmative action in?
And what's the catch?
What's the catch?
Yeah, it's ushering in all these other people you see coming through the fence.
Agents, these agent hate group.
Yep.
Bill passed and all that. You know what I mean?
I'm sitting here thinking about it. You know how it gave all the Northern Kingdom countries, but Chinese is actually going through these countries to get here.
Right.
And then we see the video that Northern Kingdom done started a gang in Chicago. That ain't Northern Kingdom. It's Moab.
These
Moab.
Moabite
but
thugs.
they blamed it on Northern Kingdom, on so-called Hispanics.
Right.
That's actually Chinese people. That's why they was able to walk by them so freely. And they ain't staying on the other side of the mountain. Here go the AK. Here go Draco for you.
Yeah.
That's a heavy thought.
Because they some gangsters too.
Well, I know some of these Afghans. Matter of fact, us going through some of these apartments, we seeing Venezuelans and Afghanis and stuff in these apartments. Man, some of these Afghanis look just like us.
Right.
It's hard to tell. Some of them ain't us. So I hear what officers saying.
What's that DEI?
It's diversity, equity, and inclusion. What it is it's affirmative action 2.0.
Right.
But they had to upgrade it, and of course, Donald Trump fighting against it hard.
But that's why Kamala Harris said, I ain't gonna just do nothing for just black people.
There you go.
Right. Hey, let's chime in real quick because Trump had some choice words pertaining to this. Let's go to number 9.
Bring out the devil.
Yeah, right. Everything is in the hand of the Lord, y'all. Everything is in the hands of the Lord. Let that play. Make sure the volume is up. Let it play.
This man's face make me laugh.
Every time.
Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment. A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all. We are going to have real education in America.
All right. So they in an uproar about this video. They are in an uproar. As a matter of fact, there was a major black publication that put this video out when I caught wind of it last week. So the headlines read that Trump is asking for reparations for white people. Now, of course, when I see that, I gotta go. I'm like, he asked, what?
The hell is this?
Now, again, don't get it twisted. Nobody watching. We don't give a damn about Trump, Kamala, government, none of that. If government say this is what the tax you got, that's what we gonna do. We don't vote for nobody. We ain't on nobody's side.
Obviously, Yakub.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It says the total endowment market value. It says in 2023, the total endowment market value of all U.S. institutions was $839 billion. It says the median amount that these colleges receive is $215.6 million. So you're saying if y'all going against what this new regimen is, teaching any of this stuff that we don't allow y'all to, or
we don't cut you off.
We 200 mil short this year.
We cutting you off. Right. So what they're saying is that this DEI is, they're saying he said, and I saw some other videos, and it was funny because it was actually us Negroes that were actually agreeing that this DEI is discrimination against Edomite men, right? Now, I don't give a damn, but I want to know the truth.
Right.
I don't want nobody lying to me. I got to see where this is coming from.
It didn't sound like when he was saying what he was saying, it sounded like he was sniffing out them going under the banner of equality to give money to those Chinese people who coming into the colleges. That's what it sounded like. He's sniffing them out.
Julie, you a college student. You smart. you smart.
I'm from around the way.
But hey, you smart, man. You picked it straight up. All right, go to this next one. Go to this next one. Number 10. Number 10. Come on.
Because as I'm sitting here and there seemed to be this question of you're either diverse or you're qualified, all I could think about was the fact that I currently hold an honorary doctorate. I also hold a Juris Doctorate. I also hold a bachelor's. I also technically hold the rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Civil Air Patrol. And I actually practiced law for almost 2 decades, in addition to serving on various boards, in addition to being a prior state lawmaker. And there are those that would make some people believe that because I happen to be black and or a woman, that somehow, even though I can rattle off all the qualifications in the world, my blackness makes me unqualified.
So what she's arguing is that DEI, because Trump is arguing to remove DEI.
Mm-hmm.
The same way they remove affirmative action, he's arguing to remove it or make it actually equitable. Because what they're saying is that Edomite men are now being pushed out of the positions, and black women and LGBTQ and then the other races are the ones that are being put in these positions under the guise of equity.
Yeah.
Well, they said the same thing about affirmative action.
Right.
They said the same thing, so it's just basically going in circles.
Right.
That's what it is. But actually, the Chinese people benefited off affirmative action, and from that, we got pushed to the side again.
Guess who else benefited? Kamala Harris. She's under the age of affirmative action.
There you go.
That's why she was able to. Now, her parents had money. Don't get it twisted. But she went to a HBCU.
Right.
They used it.
Yep.
They used it.
Yeah. Yep. And it benefited her.
Yes.
Yep.
So remember, they do everything 30 and 40 years out. So they have been moving this joint, right? So white men are mad about this. Go to the next one. We just touching on what DEI is so that we can get down to that last one and you can see. Number 11, y'all, come on.
Force is a war-fighting imperative. This is on a slide at the Air Force Academy. General Clark, do you agree with that statement?
I do agree with that statement, sir.
Pause.
So, I mean,
I was trying to get it before we saw his face. So now, DEI, who is it going to? They got a Negro face. Now, I don't know exactly. I didn't look up to see exactly who Richard Clark is. Y'all can look it up and see. Is he Negro? I'm not sure. But, because, I mean, he looked,
Simeon or something like that.
Right. Yeah. But he's a general now, and they've got him being the one in the Air Force pushing DEI. They done suckered the Negro into the trick bag.
Paid him some money.
And now he got to sit there and argue. Well, let it play.
Say how it benefited him.
Yes.
were the Mongols diverse?
Well, sir, I'm not really as versed on Mongol warfighting as I am on
how about the
U.S.
Vikings?
warfighting.
Were the Vikings diverse?
Again, sir, I'm looking at our country, the most diverse country in the world.
Sure, but this is about a war-fighting imperative. How about the force in Ukraine? Are the Ukrainians fighting the Russians a diverse force?
Sir, once again, my concern is the people that I'm charged to build into leaders.
Right, but you would acknowledge that throughout history, including present history, that statement hasn't borne true in every example, right?
Sir, what I would say is that those countries have to rely on the full force of their population to build a war-fighting force to win our wars, and that's why it's important for us to be diverse, because our nation...
So let's look at the population that actually makes up...
So this is a black man, so he is indeed black. He's Negro. They put him in the highest level they could put him in, and now they have him standing there, because when they talking here, diversity, equity, and inclusion, they're talking about LGBTQ and women being put in high positions in the military.
Right.
And you've got the so-called white man sitting there arguing, saying, oh, so you, the black man, support our country being weak in war. This is a tactic and a tool. They give you a gift, make it look good, not understanding that a gift destroyeth the heart. For all of y'all watching, you gotta be, it's nothing wrong with being raised up in your positions and so forth, but when your heart is not turned towards the word of God, it can't be turned towards your people. And they gonna build you up high, and you gonna do everything against your people because of the dollar they putting in your pocket. 100%.
So now they saying they don't want women in combat, and they never wanted LGBTQ in combat as well. Not in the military. What did they have? What was the saying? Hear nothing, say nothing. What was it?
Hear no evil, see no evil.
No, not that one. In the military, they had.
It was hear nothing, see nothing, say nothing, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Esau,
So
I'm sorry.
No,
sorry.
go ahead, Officer.
No, I was about to say Esau just understand there's certain positions that you can't compromise with the quality of people that you put in them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, when you call the police or some firemen, I don't want no sissy brothers pulling up. There's a fire going on. I need y'all to be able to lift all that stuff, whatever case is. I don't want no women coming up. So I'm getting robbed and jacked. I need y'all to send some men to come and help, secure the perpetrator.
Right. I understand that because it's roles for women, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's roles for men. We're different.
Right.
Women are more finicky and men are more stern and hard. I mean, just the way it is. You don't want no man playing football against a woman.
Right.
It don't work like that.
Right.
We different.
Yeah, that's why Donald Trump revamped that Secret Service, because when that assassination happened and them women was over there supposed to be protecting them, they was all loosey goosey. They was stumbling and everything. So he like, hell no. Next time you seen them, it was all me. Message.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was trying to look for don't ask, don't tell. Thanks, sis. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. That's it. Don't ask, don't tell. Let it play.
In our wars, and that's why it's important for us to be diverse, because our nation...
So let's look at the population that actually makes up the fighting force frequently. Now we have more men than women, right? 70-30-ish.
That's correct.
And of the men we have, most of them are not transgender men. Most of them are cisgender men, right?
Yes, sir.
But yet at our academies, we push something called the Brooke Owens Fellowship. Are you familiar with that?
I am, yes, sir.
And in that fellowship, it specifically says, if you are a cisgender man, this program isn't for you. So you just said that your answer on why we do this full hug of these diversity concepts is because it's all about the fighting force that we draw from, but you're literally pushing a program in the academies that says if you're a cisgender woman, a transgender woman, a non-binary, agender, bigender, two-spirit, demigender. What's demigender?
Sir, that's a term.
He don't know. That's what he don't know.
Say they set them up for the woo-wop.
Set them up for the ooh-wop.
So notice, they said that if you are a cisgender man, then this program is not for you.
Right. So a natural man.
A natural man, this program is not for you. How the hell do you tell the military, men trying to come in that want to fight for the country, that this program ain't for you if you trying to get in here?
This opens the door wide open for, what do they call those little side groups? They're like, they call them, so it's like surgeon groups or... But this opens the door basically for men, quote unquote, natural men, cis men, like they saying, especially Edomite, to be like, What you mean our military is being taken over by gays and Chinese people? All right, we just gonna start our own little stuff over here on the side.
Yep.
So it's setting up the board for just all kind of chaos.
Oh,
in America.
because you know what? I get where you're going. So you'll have a different union like they have here in Dallas. You have a Hispanic police union, then you have a black police union, an Edomite union.
Right.
You know, so different things. It's just confusion.
But in the ignorance of their minds, they call this ignorance peace. In the great ignorance of their mind, they call it. What's that? Wisdom of Solomon. We'll get into this. Go to Numbers 27. Read 16 and 17. Let's see, because on the back of the dollar it's saying "God we trust." Right? They sing all types of songs over here. God bless America. Well, damn.
This land is your land.
Right.
Talking to the Chinese, huh?
Right. Oh, okay. Read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 27 and verse 16.
Read it out.
Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
So men was set over the congregation. Men were created to be the leaders. But keep reading. Watch why.
Which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in.
Read.
That the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep which have no shepherd.
When you set a woman over it, or men that are not natural born men, but they think that they women, they cannot lead us in and out of war. You cannot lead us in and out of war. That's why they destroying it, making us think. Now he's sitting there as a general, and he's like, well, these are the people that I'm charged, I'm charged with the responsibility of building up to be leaders.
Right.
Man, this Negro cut his balls and his beans and his franks off.
He reading off on sticky notes. He reading off of his note cards that they gave. They said, listen, these are your talking points. Learn them.
Right. So how is he a leader? Go to Wisdom of Solomon. That's the one I was talking about. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. You had something, Judah?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to get Daniel chapter 2.
Yep.
And verse 41.
Daniel 2 and 41.
Yeah.
The book of
Start
Daniel.
at 40.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 40.
Read it out.
And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
This is Daniel having a vision about the kingdoms. This fourth kingdom right here is talking about is Rome. But we're going to talk about the branches that come out of Rome. Read on.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron.
That's that military, that strength of iron. But watch this.
For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
That military going to be weakened because of these policies and stuff you see right here. These cisgenders, transgenders. This, like y'all say, small factions going to be forming. Read.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong
because of the military
and partly broken.
Because it won't be fully united. That's right.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. But they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
They won't cleave one to another because these different factions, along with the military, just won't work.
Right. So they set you up for the ooh-wop. But all of this is by the hands of the Lord. The Lord playing chess right now because he said this got to come to pass. All of this got to happen. Go to number 12. So here is a pastor that's going to speak some truth in this. You know, a broke clock is right twice a day. He's going to speak some truth for this. Let that play.
A good percentage of people will not accept an offer with a company that doesn't have intentional DE&I programs and initiatives.
Talk to me, Pastor.
If DEI works anywhere, it has to work everywhere. Let me tell you where DEI does not work. The NBA and the NFL. Where are the Asian, Latino, basketball, and football players? Those businesses are performance-based. If you really want to go deep to the heart of this, and when I say that DEI treats the symptom but not the sickness, America is in a new civil war right now. The first Civil War was the North versus the South. The new Civil War is a war of ideologies concerning justice. And it's really going to come down to who gets to define what justice is, whether that's biblical justice or social justice. When moral law stands alone and DEI initiatives are based upon that, somebody gets to pretend that they are God.
Yes, that's exactly right. The truth is that DEI, CRT, these are religions. They're not ideological.
Cut it off. Hey.
Somebody get to do what?
Yeah. They get to pretend that they are God. So DEI is a cover-up for them to make moves to push forth the agenda that they trying to push. And because our people aren't understanding, they getting caught up in all manner of evil with this. Because I hear all the time these arguments of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And if you speak against it, they will, man, be on your Facebook page and say something against DEI and watch how many ants swarming on your mouth.
So they'll come at you like the beehive.
Man, they're going to come at you like the beehive, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Get Revelation chapter 12. Revelation chapter 12. Yep, Revelation chapter 12. And verse number 15.
The book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 15.
Verse
14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time. From the face of the serpent.
350 years with this Edomite, with this devil teaching us. Go ahead.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
This is the water and the flood that y'all are seeing. That's what this is. This diversity, equity, and inclusion is a flood of lies.
That's right.
All of it is deceit, where they put on the shade over your eyes, making you feel like you're going to be included. Like there's equity in it for you, like it's diverse, so it covers you. But why you ain't hearing that black men are the ones being put in these positions?
Right.
The only ones fighting it against it is the white man, because the white man see that it's pulling him out of a position of power.
Not qualified.
Right. And they giving it to the black woman and the gay men. That's who they fighting for. So it's a flood being poured out in the earth right now. Go ahead.
After the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
And who is that woman? Who is that woman? Give me the precept to show who the woman is. Yep. Give me the precept to show who the woman is. In Jeremiah. We want y'all to understand who this woman is.
Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
So the daughter of Zion, talking about the children or the nation of Israel. God likened the nation to a delicate and comely, meaning a beautiful woman. So go back to Revelation.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse
15.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
The media, the internet, the TV, the magazines, the newspaper cast all of these lies out to draw you in to things that are not profitable for you. Come on.
After the woman.
After the woman. And it was done in order to flood or to drown the Israelites. Read.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Carried away by many doctrines. Floods of water that carry you away. Keep going.
And the earth helped the woman.
But the earth is going to help us, though. This Bible is open right now, and we giving it to you. We sucking up this bad water to give you the water of life. Go ahead.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood.
We're going to swallow up these lies. Read.
Which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
The dragon cast it out of the mouth. So because we out here now teaching this Bible to suck up this water and to clean it up and to give you the water of life, what the dragon going to do?
And the dragon was wroth.
Pissed off.
With the woman.
With the Israelites.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Us Israelites today that were once called Gentiles but now realize we are the children of God. Come on.
Right. Which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ.
This is what it's all about.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. This is what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
DEI is a trick to suck you in to an abyss of nothingness.
That's right. Let me get 2 Corinthians 10 and 4.
Yes, sir.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 4.
Because them unclean spirits, them frogs, the media, all this stuff, DEI, all the stuff they pushing on us, this is what the prophets came to do.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
That's right.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
How we gonna pull down these strongholds, these lies that they put in your face?
Casting
the word of God.
That's right.
But the word of God. This
That's
our sword, right?
That's right.
Read.
casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
So with this Bible, we're going to tear down everything that exhort itself against the knowledge of God.
That's right.
Our weapons not corner. We ain't got to get no guns and bullets and all that. We're going to bring out this word, and it's going to wake you Israelites up.
This is war!
And tear down this kingdom, piece by piece.
This is spiritual warfare. These are our tactics and tools to fight against their tactics and tools that they ran out against us.
Yes, sir.
So we got one more before we go up out of here. We got 4 minutes. Get that last video.
This is war!
Let's see where it's all ending up. Again, we telling y'all, we ain't support Kamala and we ain't supporting Trump. God is moving Trump's hand to put some order in place according to the scriptures. Stop killing each other. Stop going to war with each other. Stop doing all manner of evil. Repent and come out of her, my people.
That's right.
Be not partaker of her plagues. Let's watch what's happening for those of y'all that went out and voted for Trump.
This is the new Secretary of Defense. That tattoo on his chest is called the Jerusalem Cross. The Jerusalem Cross, right? You go through the history a little bit, find out the modern use for this symbol. It was a symbol of the German Evangelical Church Congress in the 50s. So I went to go look up the German Evangelical Church. German Evangelical, scroll down.
I guarantee it turned into a swastika.
Yeah, pause that and let's read it. Let's read it.
Says Unified Reich Church compatible with Nazi ideology for all of Nazi Germany.
And who is he? Go back to the beginning of the video. Let's see, who is this guy again?
So the brother wasn't off when he said this new war is a war of ideology.
It's a war of ideology. Who is the guy again? Play the same
This
video.
is the new Secretary of Defense.
He's the new what?
That tattoo.
Run it again.
of Defense.
Just rewind it, y'all.
This is the new Secretary of Defense.
Our Secretary of Defense that's over this country now has a huge tattoo on his chest that is the symbol of Nazi Germany.
It's going down, down, down.
It's going down. It's going down. The symbol of Nazi Germany.
Ain't these the same one that was putting these so-called Jewish people in these Amalekites in these showers?
Right. So why they ain't in the uproar right now? Why they ain't in the uproar right now?
But the truth is, officers, it wasn't a lot of them. Israelis getting killed. It was a lot of us getting killed in Germany.
Yeah, they don't talk about that.
They
Black
don't talk about that.
Right.
Yeah, it was us too. So he don't like us.
Right. So, hey, y'all Negroes, don't get tricked by all of this thinking that diversity, equity, and inclusion is for you. This ain't who it's for. Man. This is not your war.
Right.
Now, it is your war in that, like what Judah brought up. We supposed to have weapons. We supposed to put on the whole armor of God, and that starts with this Bible.
That's right.
But all of this stuff, you thinking that you about to get blessed with the best and do on our, hey, it's going to come with a price. It's going to come with your soul.
Message.
You're going to have to sell your soul to stay over here with them.
This is
war. Love you afterwards. They ain't gonna love you afterwards, man. Right. Hey, we gonna cash out for the evening. I pray that y'all got something out of this. All of y'all that's watching online, remember the symbol that's down here, right there.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, remember that symbol? Yep. Hit the QR code. There it is. There it is. Send. Hey, donate.
That's right.
Help send the profits to the four corners of the earth. Right. We not out here spending your money on Cadillacs and big houses and college tuitions. Right. All right. All of our knowledge is in this Bible, and we're here to teach you.
That's right.
Put that up on the big screen so we can read it. All right. We're seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions. So scan the big QR code to answer those 5 questions for us. All right? Let's take it out. Let's go to the next. Yep. Subscribe and follow IUIC Dallas. Instagram at IUIC Dallas. Facebook at IUIC Dallas. TikTok at IUIC.Dallas. And YouTube at IUIC Dallas. Donate to IUIC Dallas at IsraelUnite.org. Don't forget next week to tune into IUIC Dallas to watch the show, because we're going to be repurposing the ITSR channel on YouTube. So everybody come to this one channel, all right? Hey, until Lord willing, life lasts, we'll see y'all next week. Y'all are tuned in to In the Scripts.
Reloaded.
That's right, that's right, that's right. More fight.
I was molded as a mouthpiece, son of a hustler in the belly of a beast. To say the least, it was harder when your father didn't bother to do what he's supposed to for likes and water. You can't see your future.